Good morning, everyone. The academic procession is just making its way to the hall. A small reminder to all of you all to not use your phone flashes, as well as keep your phones on silent or switch it off.
Can I please request all of you to stand up for the academic procession is just moving into the hall. A very good morning, graduates and proud parents and relatives who are here with us. It's a moment of joy and happiness. On behalf of ESOFT Metro Campus, we welcome all of you to the graduation 2021. Adhering to health and safety guidelines of COVID-19 pandemic, the traditional oil lamp will be lit only by a few dignitaries. We invite Dr. Diane Rajapaksa, Chairman and Managing Director of the ESOFT Group of Companies, Mr. Nishant Sembakutiarachi, Chief Executive Officer, ESOFT Metro Campus, Mr. Prasad Peris, Chief Executive Officer, ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, Mr. Chandra Nandana Divnuge, Director, ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology,
Professor Ruan Abesekara, the Dean of the School of Computing for ESOFT Metro Campus, Mr. Chatura Kotagama, the General Manager for ESOFT Metro Campus, Mr. Amila Bandara, the General Manager of ESOFT Metro Campus, Mr. Dimuthutham Mitage, the General Manager of ESOFT Metro Campus Kandy, Mr. Sachit Ravani Nayaka, the Assistant General Manager of ESOFT Metro Campus Kurunagala, and one student representative.
Thank you, and I now invite the dignitaries to the head table. You may all take your seats. Let me once again extend a warm welcome to all you graduates, your proud parents, your spouses, your relatives who have joined you. This moment of joy, happiness, and celebration. As you all know, today certainly marks a milestone in your academic career, and we'd like to wish you the very best in all your endeavors in the future. Well, for Dasuni and I, it is always a pleasure to be comparing a graduation for ESOFT Metro Campus, and we generally start off by giving you a brief of ESOFT. Ladies and gentlemen, ESOFT is the largest private sector higher education network in Sri Lanka, offering a variety of education programs through the extensive island-wide network of 40 branches and serves over 40,000 learners each year in a range of programs from school leaver courses to postgraduate programs. It was founded in 2000 by Dr. Dayan Rajapaksa to provide high-quality post-secondary education, initially in the field of information technology, by focusing on the BCS UK qualifications and the BIT degree from the University of Colombo. By 2009, ESOFT had started diversifying into different academic areas and partnered with Pearson UK to offer Pearson BTEC Higher National Diplomas, HNDs, for the learners to earn their aspired qualifications. ESOFT has been recognized for developing their portfolio and learners to the level of Pearson Platinum Award winner for the last 4 consecutive years. And of course, many strategic partnerships with top-rated foreign universities followed as ESOFT strove to deliver some of the best internationally recognized learning opportunities to students in Sri Lanka.
ESOFT partnered with the Kingston University London in 2012 to offer undergraduate and postgraduate qualifications in engineering, and soon established a dedicated College of Engineering in Katubadda to cater to the increasing demand. In 2013, ESOFT partnered with London Metropolitan University to offer a range of programs leading to undergraduate and postgraduate awards in computing, business, hospitality, and travel and tourism. In 2016, ESOFT introduced a range of cutting-edge MSc programs in IT awarded by the Kingston University London. International Doctoral Program of Kingston University London was also introduced for IT, science and engineering research areas. Originally positioned as the leader in professional ICT education, ESOFT today embodies the broader vision of shaping lives, creating futures. Today, ESOFT is firmly established as a diversified education provider in the fields of computing and IT, business, engineering, hospitality, and language training, with the distinction of consistently delivering high-quality training programs endorsed by leading educational establishments in the UK. ESOFT is now a university with degree awarding status since 2019, which is approved by the University Grants Commission of Sri Lanka as well as the Ministry of Education.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to formally declare the graduation ceremony open, I invite Dr. Chandrani Adhikaram, Registrar, ESOFT Metro Campus.
ESOFT graduation 2021 to offer Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Computer Networking, Bachelor of Science Honours in Computing, Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electronic and Communications Engineering, declared open.
Well, the two of us have welcomed you, but to formally deliver the welcome address, we invite a personality who is an experienced IT practitioner who has served many organizations in implementation as well as management capacities. He is the Chief Executive Officer of ESOFT Metro Campus and Director CEO of ESOFT International. Well, having commenced his career in the development field, he is also an academic and delivers lectures for undergraduate and postgraduate programs at ESOFT.
The practical expertise acquired by him through many years of software development experience, combined with his own academic development, has made him a popular lecturer at ESOFT. He is a graduate of London Metropolitan University, UK, and has a master's in IT from Charles Sturt University, Australia. He is a fellow of the BCS and a member of the IEEE and the Computer Society of Sri Lanka. He is none other than Mr. Nishan Sembakutiarachi, the CEO of ESOFT Metro Campus. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Faisal and Dasuni, for that wonderful introduction. Good morning, everyone. Aibuan, Vanakkam, Assalamu alaikum, and good morning. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of ESOFT Metro Campus and the ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology for the year 2021. Members of the head table, Dr. Dayan Rajapaksa, the Chairman and Managing Director of the ESOFT Group of Companies, Deans of the faculties, Professor Ruwan Abesekara, the Head of the School of Computing, and Dr. Dilna Herat, the Head of, or the Dean of the Faculty of, or the School of Business and Management. My colleague on the opposite side from the ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, Prasad Piris, the CEO, fellow CXOs, members of the senior academic staff who are joining me here, other academic staff who are out and about, making sure that the ceremony goes without a hitch. I welcome all of you, also the parents, the distinguished invitees, the well-wishers, and of course the stars of today's event, all of you, the graduates who are about to walk on stage and ceremonially receive their awards, their special awards, and thereby be recognized as official graduates of the London Metropolitan University. So as you know, times have been tough. We've had a couple of setbacks in the country with the terrorist attack, with COVID, lockdowns, curfews, all of these things happening. And in spite of all of those obstacles, you have graduated, you have succeeded. You have set out and achieved what you planned on, which is to graduate with a recognized degree program from an internationally recognized university. So that is what ESOFT is proud about, that no matter what life throws at you, you have been successful in achieving all that you set out to achieve. Normally at a graduation ceremony, we have our foreign partners here with us, but as you know, due to the various restrictions, our senior members of the London Metropolitan University are unable to be here in person, but they are here in spirit, and they will be speaking to you via the video link as well, as they have sent some pre-recorded messages which they would like us to play for you. They are deeply sad that they are unable to be here, but also very, very happy to be celebrating in your success. So ESOFT Metro Campus and the ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology has a rich history. We've been in operation for the past 21 years, and out of that, we have been partnered with our UK awarding bodies for a number of years. We partnered with Pearson in 2009, Kingston in 2012, London Metropolitan University in 2013. So these are programs which have been offering for a number of years, over which time we have produced a very large number of graduates who are gainfully employed. And that's what matters, to be able to produce graduates or create graduates who are able to compete on a global stage. This is ultimately what matters, because you know, over the past, due to this teleworking, work from home and everything, you have seen that you are competing now more than ever with your global counterparts. So it doesn't matter where you are in, you can take on any project and complete it successfully, and you therefore are of the same caliber as the people who are coming out from the more developed countries. So that's something that we are proud of. ESOFT has basically been your education partner, and we are truly thankful to you for having chosen ESOFT, and also we are thankful to the parents for having placed your confidence in us, and also for having given your support to your loved ones so that they can complete their studies in the best possible way. At ESOFT, we believe in making the best opportunities available, and that is what we have done via these partnerships and other partnerships and programs that we will be introducing in the near future as well. So ESOFT has grown. We are now a private university with our own degree awarding powers, because you know that we have been approved by the Ministry of Education and the UGC. So in all of this, what we aim to make is the opportunity of learning, the right of learning, the right to education available to anyone and everyone in Sri Lanka. This is ultimately what we believe is the way to take this country forward. We need to educate the youth, we need to put them on an equal footing with everyone else in the world so that we can compete and hopefully rise up from the developing nation status into the status of a developed nation. That job falls on your shoulders. You have to make the best use of the opportunities that are made available to you, continue your learning journey from the undergraduate level. You have completed that. Aim for the master's, aim for the postgraduate level, aim for doctoral studies. Never stop your learning journey, because that is what can take you forward. Nelson Mandela said that education is the most powerful weapon which can be used to change the world. All of you have that weapon, and you also have the thirst to succeed, and you have demonstrated that you have the attitude and the motivation to succeed as well. So I wish you all the best for everything that you have achieved, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you here proudly taking your award. Smile and wave to your parents, because you're going to have a lot of happy faces there, maybe a few tears of joy as well. Wave, acknowledge, shine. That's my advice to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sembakotiarachi, for your words of inspiration and encouragement, and as always, valuable words of advice. And now we're moving on to the conferring of Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Computer Networking. I'd like to invite our presentation party, Professor Ruan Abesekara, Dean School of Computing, ESOFT Metro Campus, accompanied by Mr. Chatura Kotagama, General Manager, ESOFT Metro Campus, and Mr. Dimutu Tammitage, General Manager, ESOFT Metro Campus, Kandy.
Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Software Engineering, Ms. Kavindi Isidara. Muhammad Ashan. For the academic year 2019 and 2020, Spring 2020 cohort, Muhammad Fawzuddin Shumail Ahmad. Nazardeen Nashif. Elmo Vincent Edek Harrison. Namal Bandara Herat. Don Uchira Amrasingha. Devinder Chandimal Sarachandra. Johan Prabhashwara Mendis. Deshan Tharusha Patmendra. Pulasti Gihan Jaisingha. Iranga Bandara Amrasingha. Pubudu Tharinda Abekon. Panitha Dinet Bimsara. Chiran Vishwa Kaluarachi. Dumit Kanishka Ramanayaka. Indrakumaran Thivakaran.
Bhadrajit Kumarasiri Prajnaratna. Karyavasam Durshan Asiri. Nilukshan Irosh Vikramarachi. Madhura Jayasekara. Muhammad Inham Fazli. Muhammad Marzouk Nura. Ponnambalam Mancharogoban. Ranasingha Arachige Ivan Ranasingha. Ranasingha Mudyanselage Mandul Kalita Amanda. Rashanta Heshan Lienage. Razin Ahmad Rimzi. Tajuddin Nizam. Ukwat Lienage Pasindu Vibhashita. Yapa Mudyansilage Sandalu Shihan. Muhammad Azla Muhammad Arif. Muhammad Fazir Muhammad Shuaib. I'm sure we can all put our hands together, give them a better round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Chamara Madhushankar Senanayaka. Nuan Sampat Bandara. Academic year 2020 and 2021 autumn 2020 cohort. Amir Saad. Muhammad Bazir Tilsat Ahmad. Muhammad Izzadin Muhammad Irsad. Avishka Sachit Fonseca. Muhammad Rizmi Muhammad Rizwan. Vinul Ronaka Vijayaratna. Buddhi Ajanta Pitigala. Pranavan Sivanesan. Chandima Aravinda Bandara Ratnayaka. Lakshita Semasingha. Siembala Pitiarachige Samila Gihan. Tarindu Nuan Kumara. Vikrama Arachige Don Ravindu Randika.
You as well, Livuddin Muhammad Nazik. Muhammad Azmi Muhammad Azir. Nipun Sanchita Fernando. Nicola Vibodha Munasingha. Pinsara Udara Pandita. Rajadore Rajasuresh. Ratnayaka Mudyansalage Nadun Virya Bandara. Tivanka Dilshan Kankanamge. Denipitiya Gamage Pramod Madura. Hiruna Dilshan Bombala. Kavinda Lakmina Lenavala. Kavishwara Buddhika Kohana. Nimesh Ruanta Javardhana. Rahim Ahmad Shadir. Shehan Bandara Nelundenia. Kasun Samudita Pereira. Ahangama Lienage Hansi Sewandi Yasani. Samit Priyalal Veerasingha. Hiroshi Lakrandi Appuhami. Muhammad Bishari Muzammil. Veerasingha Arachige Ayaz Sasit Harshana. Jarat Budyansilage Savina Sihasara Veerasurya. Muhammad Mustafa Muhammad Munshid. Vikramasinghe Mudyansilage Sahan Kumara. Let's put our hands together, give all of them another round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Dimuthu. I'd like to invite Professor Ruan and Chathura to remain on stage, who will be accompanied by Mr. Prasad Piris, the Chief Executive Officer of ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, and Mr. Chathura Kotagama, the General Manager of ESOFT Metro Campus. We will begin the conferring of Bachelor of Science Honours in Computing. Chamira Dilshan Fonseca. This is for the academic year 2019 and 2020, Spring 2020 cohort. Madhavi Maheshini Samarasingha. Takshila Nivantaka Rajapaksha. Sasit Maduranga Surya Arachi Mudalige. Sanjana Tharindri Pereira. Yashoda Varnakula. Andra Hannadige Rusi Rutharaka. Devni Yasara Munavira. Sureka Kumari Vijay Singha. Chamanthi Madhusha Pereira. Kasuni Indrachapa Lakshman. Ishan Udapriya Vikramasuriya. Sakuni Pamoda Vijay Singha. Academic year 2020 and 2021, Autumn 2020 cohort. Gajendra Murthy Jayadurka. Sachindri Dilini Pereira. Chamat Peruma Vidana Rachi. Dulanjana Nipun Ekanayaka. Parameswaran Mathurangan. Vannakuatta Vaduge Thilini Apsara Fernando. Kirtana Nageshwaran. Hasita Harshana Disanayaka. Muhammad Umar Uzman Faraz.
We are now moving on to the conferring of Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electronics and Communications Engineering. Academic year 2021, autumn 2020 cohort. Amarakon Mudyansilage Danushka Priyanath Amarakon.
Dinet Senanga Pereira. Dileepa Dushanta Abesekara.
Hasita Bamarandage. Herat Mudyansilage Damindu Dasanayaka. Herat Mudyansilage Tarindu Disanayaka. Kalum Lakmal Meglian Senanayaka. Ratnayaka Mudyansilage Ruwan Indivara Ratnayaka. Samarasinga Arachike Udeshika Biangani Pereira. Tarindu Dananjaya. Vikramasinghe Senanayaka Gayan Priyankara Senanayaka. Vilegoda Vikramage Bianca Harshana. Let's put our hands together and give all of them another round of applause. And thank you very much, our presentation party. And ladies and gentlemen, on this momentous occasion, to address you all now, we have the pleasure of inviting a personality who established ESOFT in the year 2000. He is the managing director of the ESOFT group and is also an academic and conducts lectures for a variety of subjects for MBA, MSc, BCS, and the BIT programs. He was educated at the prestigious Malayadeva College in Kurunegala. He had an early interest in IT, which led him to complete the BCS professional qualification even before entering the medical faculty at the University of Colombo, where he obtained his MBBS degree. He also holds a postgraduate diploma in advanced software engineering from the University of Westminster, UK, an MBA from the London Metropolitan University, UK, and an honorary fellowship from Kingston University, London, and is currently reading for his PhD in the field of bioinformation technology.
He has held many positions at the Computer Society of Sri Lanka over the years and is the immediate past president of this organization. He has also served as the president of the Southeast Asia Regional Computer Confederation. His latest accomplishment was to win the National and Provincial Entrepreneur of the Year Top Awards at the ceremony organized by the Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Sri Lanka. He is none other than the chairman and the managing director of the ESOFT group of companies, Dr. Dayan Rajapaksa. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Faisal and Dasuni, for that introduction. Good afternoon. Mr. Nishant Sembuguttiarachchi, CEO of ESOFT Metro Campus, Professor Ruwan, Dean of Faculty of IT, Dr. Dilina, Dean of Faculty of Management, Mr. Prasad, CEO of ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, Registrar, Senior Lecturers, Branch Managers, Parents, Students, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it is a great honor and a privilege for me to stand in front of you and speak a few words on this momentous day where you are celebrating your success. I'm sure all of you would now feel that glory, happiness, and maybe a lot of hopes about future. Indeed, it is a proud moment for anybody to take part in their graduation. I remember I probably received my very first qualification at BMICH way back in 1990. It was actually 1990. The award ceremony was in 1990, where after my O-levels, I did an international diploma in computer studies. And then when I went back and did my A-levels. And so I had a mixed career, basically starting with IT there, and then doing bioscience and medicine, and then again IT, and so on. But anyway, whenever you come to a stage like this, right, I remember as a teenager, I was entering onto the hall to receive my very first diploma. But that was just a one-year diploma. Right. After that, I studied 5.5 years in the Faculty of Medicine in University of Colombo. But more than that, that very first diploma that I got in IT paved the path for my future and determined my destiny and brought me to what I am today. Of course, my medical career helped me to become more mature and for me to understand and work with a lot of other people. But that gave me a lot of experience, but not the domain knowledge which I'm in. So therefore, in your life, you may gain qualifications. Some of them may be at a higher level, some of them may be from a better university, some of them may be maybe from a local institution, but whatever it is, these are things what you collect to build up your career. Every such thing is important. In my career, every job that I have undertaken is also very important. What I am today is not just because that I learned IT, just because I learned medicine, not because of that. My journey so far has got mammoth of experiences, events in life, which gave me self-confidence to start up my own company and move forward. I started my very first job as an instructor in a private education institute in Colombo for a salary of 1,400 rupees. Right. I remember I had slept on mainframes because actually the mainframe was not working. Because of that only I slept on the mainframe. So we used to stay overnight in the computer lab. Right. That is not for anything else, just to gain more knowledge. That company did not value me because they only paid me, I think, highest salary was, it was increased to up to about 4,500. But then thereafter, they had to pay me about 50,000 rupees when I was a medical undergraduate for doing part-time lecturing. So somebody will find your value and you have to have patience. Or if somebody else doesn't find the value, you know your value. Right, you should know your value. And then if you have the self-confidence and if you have gained the sufficient knowledge and experience, and that is the time for you to start your own journey. Because IT is a field, now I know some of you are here are IT graduates, IT is a field where you can very easily be self-employed, right? Not only just self-employed working for a local company, but self-employed with remote working, teleworking for an international company. Now you don't have to move to Silicon Valley to work for a Silicon Valley company. So the world has changed. So therefore, that's why I told you, if your employer doesn't recognize your value, first check whether, ask yourself whether you really had the value in you. If not, it is your problem. Try to correct it, right? But you really know that you have a value and you're doing so hard, you're working so hard and you're contributing a lot, but still the employer may not recognize you. You wait for some time, definitely you will be headhunted by another company. If you really have the value, you will be headhunted by another company. Let's say if that also doesn't happen, right? And you really have, a lot of regret that your employer doesn't recognize, industry doesn't recognize, okay, exit and start your own journey, right? Then you can find the successful pathway. Now, we can't say the successful pathway for everybody is the same, right? It is something that you need to craft by yourself. It's a unique one. I don't think somebody else can follow my pathway and just become what I am today. But they can get ideas, they can listen to successful stories of people. You can look at successful, you read about the biographies of great people who have done wonders in this industry. Read about them, because there may be something to take from each one, and you can craft your own journey. If you have a desire to succeed, I don't think nobody can stop you. Because this is a field where a lot of demand is there. I mean, there is a over demand than the supply. So therefore, whenever you go to your workplaces, definitely these days for IT graduates, they probably will start at a higher level than what you actually your real value is. Right? So that might be sometimes a kind of I would say that can be sometimes negative, because you get yourself overestimated. These people hired me for this particular position. So don't overestimate yourself, because if you overestimate yourself, that may be, that may be the point at which you fall down. Get a real estimate about yourself, right? Real knowledge. Ask yourself, what is your knowledge? What is your skill? What are your, weaknesses? Now we talk about SWOT analysis, right? Do a SWOT analysis for yourself. I think you may have done that in part of an academic program. But that is just for the sake of, completing maybe a coursework. But practically do it. Do it for yourself, because your career is all about, using your strengths, improving in your weaknesses, facing the threats, and taking up opportunities. So therefore, having done your own SWOT analysis and always updating it is very, very important. Yesterday, one of my friends, who was my classmate, attended our last session yesterday as the chief guest. Actually, I wanted him to come to today's morning session also, but unfortunately, he's a busy person, so he was not able to come. Both of us were doing bioscience at Malidev Kurunagala, and both of us had, goals of becoming doctors. But today, he is the CEO of Axiata Digital Lab, right? But was in a bioscience class, was aiming to get into a medical faculty. He was the first or second in the class, right? But couldn't. But now he has found his path. Before this, he was a vice president at Virtusa, right? So I did medicine. I got selected because of that. I did medicine, but still, I did not continue with that because that was not my passion. And now I have, settled with what I'm doing today. So in his speech, I would like to take his speech, and since the time is limited, I will try to quickly go through one of the important points that he mentioned in his speech, that what are the ingredients that you need to have for you to transform yourself into a true professional. Now you are a fresh graduate, right? Maybe some of you, I know a lot of students are studying with us as part-timers, so you are already employed, but now you should actually start a real professional journey. IT is one of the prestigious professions in the 21st century. People have seen the value of IT, especially during the pandemic. Every company has realized that without IT, right, they cannot survive. Not that they can, grow, they cannot survive, right? So therefore, the importance of IT professionals have been already felt in the world. But just because that profession is important, you will not be important unless you really work as a professional, right? So in his speech, he said, to become a professional, the equation, professional equals. There are he said only 3 components, but I have added one more. So that 4 components are there. One is knowledge. So you're getting knowledge in these courses like this. You have completed a degree. Maybe some of you will do masters. Maybe you can learn up to PhD. But one important thing, start learning by yourself. IT is a vast subject now, right? Changing day by day. If you have not started self-learning, right, celebrate today, start from tomorrow. You have to do self-learning. Otherwise, you can't keep in pace with rapidly changing technology. Because if your knowledge is obsolete, you can't really practice as a true professional. If your knowledge is obsolete, outdated, right, you can't really practice as a successful professional. So that is one important thing. Second thing he mentioned was the skills. You need skills. It's not about the technical skills. Technical skills are also important, like, knowledge about your platforms and frameworks and so on. But skills which are important are, about a lot of soft skills. Ability to communicate, ability to do a presentation, ability to work in a team together, right, for a common goal, right? So these kind of skills are very, very important. Analytical skills, problem-solving skills. Now, when you are coming up with a solution in a science and engineering field, you need analytical skills. Otherwise, you can't be problem-solving, right? Third thing he mentioned, actually it is something that I added, right? That is attitude. Now, a lot of people, having got so much of accolades under their belt, doesn't really succeed as professionals, nor does they succeed as citizens, because the attitude is wrong, right? Sometimes people say attitude is everything. And simply you can change your attitude. Transforming your attitude towards, more self-oriented, goal-directed person is just a change of your mind. And all of you know, your mind can very easily change. So usually it changes in the negative direction. You get so much distractions, right? You might be distracted for various things very easily. So try to control. And you can get distraction. Life is all about not just only, serious stuff. You have to have fun in life also. You have to live the moment of your life, because we never know when the life will end, right? So, therefore, basically, that is important. But still, although you have these episodes of fun and, celebrations, you must keep your control and you must keep your focus. That is where you need a positive attitude. Once, it is Ziegler who said, your attitude, not the aptitude, determines your altitude. So how much you can grow, how fast you can grow, to what level you can grow, depends on attitude. So you may have learned actually, ultimately whether a person is good at doing something depends on 2 things. Capabilities, right? Capabilities. That is all about your knowledge and skills. The other thing is willingness, right? Some people are very capable but not willing. Some people are willing but not capable, right? So you have to have both willingness and capabilities. So willingness is actually your attitude. Are you willing? Right? For example, now let's say you basically go on a vehicle, let's say, or maybe let's say you are going on a public transport in a bus, right? Let's say if the bus faces a problem, let's say there's a flat tire or something like that, will you be willing to help the person who has to fix the tire, right? So that's basically whether you will like to engage, how much sacrification can you do to attend to a particular job. That is willingness. Last but not the least thing, the 4th component, right, is the ethics and values. Ethics and values. We can't build a true professional without values. right? You might be having a PhD or whatever, highest qualification. You might be the holding a highest position in a state organization. But if your values and ethics and values are low, those things will be not lasting long. You might earn a quick buck, right? Being opportunistic. But if you have lost your values, there's no glory, there's no real happiness. I taught professional issues in IT quite a long time, right? So there we talk about, ethics and values. I think you may have learned those in subject. Why we have to teach them? I don't understand why we have to teach them. The reason why we have to teach them is actually values and ethics are going down. That is why in many undergraduate programs that we have to bring in as a subject. So your values really start from very basic thing, right? That is actually part of your emotional intelligence. A lot of people talk about emotional intelligence, right? For you to be a successful person, whether it is a professional, even just a successful citizen, you have to have emotional intelligence. Sometimes our people might be brilliant in their IQ, but low in EQ, emotional intelligence. This emotional intelligence starts with a very basic element, that is being able to feel for others, right? Do you feel how another person feels, right? For example, if I'm working as a doctor, I have seen, a lot of, for example, there are patients who coming and asking the same question again and again, right? Again and again, you explain, right? Now, for example, sometimes when you get a critically, I have faced this situation in my medical practice, right? I was working in an intensive care unit. So when you come to an intensive care unit, whether the patient is going to recover tomorrow, I'm not a God to tell that. I can do my best to take care of the patient. But people keep on coming and asking. Then, Doctor, Dr. Matt, let her come. දෙරාට කොහොමද හැන්දෑවට හොඳ වේද හෙට කන්න පුළුවන් වේද කෑම ගේන්න දෙට right? So they ask you the same thing again and again, and sometimes you really get irritated. But only thing is you should not shout at them. If you do, they are worried about their relative or husband or wife or child or daughter. Some of these people are not so educated, right? So if you don't feel for that person, there is no emotional intelligent component in you. So when you're working in organization, try to build your emotional intelligence. Give a concern about it. Feel for other people, feel for your colleagues, feel for your teammates. Work with them, help them. Look at achieving together. You can have a very long journey. So that's what I want to tell you, right? Because you are starting on a new journey, it's a new beginning in your life, new chapter. So every one of us have weaknesses. I know I have a weakness, still I have not corrected that, right? That is, I'm very quick-tempered. Right? That's even from my childhood, I know that everyone has told me that, right? රතු කට්ටටම නගිනවා. හැබැයි මට තාමත් ඒක හදාගන්න බැරි වෙලා තියෙනවා. So, but I know that I have that weakness, right? That is the important thing, than not knowing it. So you must know your weaknesses, right? So I know all of you have a very good potential. You have got very valuable qualifications, entering into a very demanding industry, and therefore try to make use of the opportunities. Don't miss them, because opportunities doesn't come all the time. Whenever it comes, you have to grab on that. So we are very proud about your achievements today, but we will be even more proud when you climb to the top level in the corporate world, or when you start up your own company. If you can become a competitor to our group, you're very welcome, right? Because we like challenges in life, right? I may not have to take those challenges too long, because I'm probably may retire in about another 5 to 10 years, right? But however, challenges are very important in life for you to do better. So, thank you for choosing us and having confidence on ESOFT, especially for the parents, right? You have kept trust on us, so we have delivered what we promised. Now it is the individuals, you all have to do your part and take more responsibilities in your own families, in your own country, because you can do that. So finally, let me congratulate all of you on successfully completing your degrees and wish you all the very best for a brilliant future. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor, for that thought-provoking speech. Up next, I want you to focus your attention for a message from the London Metropolitan University in the UK, the Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, and the academic team of the School of Computing and Digital Media.
Guests, graduates, families, and communities associated with London Metropolitan University, I'm delighted to welcome you here to your graduation ceremony. I'm sorry that I can't be there in person, but I hope that you appreciate just how proud I am of you all. You are part of a generation of students like no other. You have overcome every barrier to be here today. I am so proud of you. Take the time today to have a look around you. Look at the people who have helped you, your families, your friends, your fellow students. The professional staff and the academics at ESOFT have gone out of their way to make sure that you graduated here today. We should be delighted and proud of their contribution to your futures. Just over 2 years ago, I visited the ESOFT campus in Colombo and was delighted to take part in a traditional lamp lighting ceremony. As London Met graduates, the businesses you work for and the communities you live in will be greatly enriched by the light you shine for them. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best for the future.
Hello, I'm delighted to join the Vice-Chancellor and share a message of congratulations and appreciation. We are now in the 7th year of our successful partnership with ESOFT, and we are so proud of all the work at that time. It's been our pleasure to help thousands of intelligent and ambitious students to achieve their potential and make a real impact in their communities all over the world. We hope that today isn't the last time that we see or hear from you. As a London Met graduate, you will also be a member of a global alumni community of over 200,000 people. You will find London Met graduates in different roles, different industries and different countries. Your community just got a whole lot bigger. I hope you will play an active part in it, not just to further your own career, but to help those who are coming behind you. If you ever find yourselves in London, please do come and say hello. You will be most welcome. I am proud to congratulate you and wish you all the best in your careers. Have a great day.
I am Dr. Nolan Bradshaw, Head of School of Computing and Digital Media at London Metropolitan University. I am so sorry we can't be with you on this special day, but I want to say a huge congratulations to all of you on your amazing achievement despite the enormous difficulties caused by the pandemic. Well done, everyone.
Hello, my name is Professor Paul Verdi. I'm in the School of Computing and Digital Media. Very big congratulations for completing your degree program at ESOFT campus. I know it's been a very hard 18 months with the curfew in Sri Lanka, but you did a fantastic job in adapting new ways of learning through online teaching. We're so proud of you guys. Have a fantastic day and all the best for the future careers. Congratulations once again.
Hello, I'm Sandra Fernando, your Deputy Liaison Tutor for ESOFT Computing. Many congratulations for completing your degree in an extremely difficult condition. Well done.
And on that wonderful note, we're now moving on to conferring of special awards, first for the Best Performers Awards and then for the Most Outstanding Performers Awards. I would like to invite our presentation party, Dr. Diane Rajapaksa, Chairman and Managing Director of the ESOFT Group of Companies, accompanied by Mr. Nishant Sempakottiaraju, Chief Executive Officer, ESOFT Metro Campus, Professor Ruan Abesekar, Dean School of Computing, ESOFT Metro Campus, and Dr. Dilina Hera, Dean School of Business. And Mr. Prasad Piris, Chief Executive Officer, ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, and Mr. Amila Bandara, General Manager, ESOFT Metro Campus. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the awards for the best performers. Starting off with the best performers for the London Metropolitan Top-Up Bachelor of Engineering Honours Computer Networking 2019-2020 academic year spring cohort. And the best performers are
Ukwata Liyanage Pasindu Vibhashitha.
And yet another best performer, Muhammad Azla Muhammad Arif. And moving on to the London Metropolitan Top-Up Bachelor of Engineering Honours Computer Networking 2020-2021 academic year autumn cohort. And the best performers are
Veerasinghe Arachage Ayal Sasid Harshana.
And yet another top performer is Mohammed Mustafa Mohammed Munshid. And the London Metropolitan Top-Up Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electronics and Communications Engineering 2020-21 academic year. The best performer is
Dadigama Mudianselage Dinet Senanga Pereira.
Let's put our hands together and give the best performers another round of applause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time to recognize the most outstanding performer. And the most outstanding performer, London Metropolitan Top-Up Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electronics and Communications Engineering 2020-2021 academic year goes to
Dadigama Mudianselage Dinet Senanga Pereira.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the most outstanding performer. Congratulations and thank you very much, our presentation party. And now to propose the vote of thanks, we have the pleasure of inviting a personality who started her career in IT in the year 2001. She completed the bachelor degree in IT from UCSC and also holds an MSc in marketing from the Asia University, Malaysia. From 2006 to date, she has lectured for several IT subjects for the Pearson Higher National Diploma, Bachelor of Engineering Honours Degree Top-Up of London Metropolitan University, Bachelor BCS Higher Education Qualifications, and the Bachelor of IT UCSC programs.
She joined ESOFT Metro Campus in 2008 as an assistant lecturer in IT. In 2009, she held the position of program coordinator, H&D Computing and Business, and was heading the H&D division of the ESOFT Metro Campus Kandy. Subsequently, in the year 2012, she was promoted as the program manager for Kandy. In 2018, she promoted as the head of academics for undergraduate programs at ESOFT Metro Campus Kandy. At present, she is working as the head of academic affairs and compliance at ESOFT Metro Campus Kandy. She is none other than Ms. Yamuna Navaratna. Over to you, madam.
Thank you, Faisal and Dasuni. Members of the head table, the most respectable academic panel, my dear colleagues, parents, proud graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor and privilege me for conveying my vote of thanks at this grand occasion. The success of this event was contributed by many individuals. So it is now my duty to thank them for the wonderful arrangement done in order to make this event a grand success. While congratulating our graduates, let me first express my sincere gratitude to our Group Managing Director, Dr. Dayan Rajapaksha, our CEO, Mr. Nishan Sembukutiarachi, General Manager, Mr. Amila Bandara, and higher management for gracing this momentous occasion. Your presence and unmatched words of wisdom has made a remark on all at our graduation. Thank you. Also, a special thanks should go to our deans, Professor Ruwan Abesekara, Dr. Dilina Hera, our registrar, Dr. Chandrani Adhikara, for all the academic matters to make the event a success today. Thank you. Further, I should thank our particular collaborations with London Metropolitan University for supporting as well as collaborating in many ways to make our students' dream a reality. Thank you very much. Also, a special thanks should go to our eminent lecture panel for their knowledge, guidance, as well as supports given to all our awardees. Not only that, their parents and their family members for encouraging and supporting our awardees towards their proper academic completion. It is my pleasure to remember the organizing committee of this event. They worked day and night hardly to make this event a proper success. Special thanks to all the management and members of the staff of ESOFT branch network for the invaluable support given to make this event another success. Let me also thank BMICH management and Mount Lavinia caterers for getting this venue ready for the event. A special and sincere thanks to our wonderful compeers, Faisal and Dasuni, for professionally and tirelessly handling this entire event today. Finally, to all graduates, I would like to say, today is not the end of your journey. This is another beginning. Wishing you all the blissful future. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. I'd now like to invite Dr. Chandrani Adhikaram, the Registrar of ESOFT Metro Campus, to officially declare the graduation ceremony closed.
ESOFT graduation 2021 to confer Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Networking, Bachelor of Science in Computing, Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics and Communication Engineering. Ceremony declared closed.
Thank you, Madam. That concludes the day's proceedings. Please rise for the national anthems of the United Kingdom and Sri Lanka.
Over up the
Please remain in the hall until the academic procession leaves. Also, a couple of messages for the students. You can obtain your photographs as well as your refreshments from the Mihilaka Madura, which is downstairs. Also, representatives of Virtusa are there in their respective stalls. So if you are interested in looking at your future career prospects, you may go talk to them.